So remember what I've been telling you, we're getting to where we can solve when our exponent is a variable. Getting to be able to solve when it's up high in the power, and that's what we're going to get introduced to today. Now, when I show these videos in the past, there's a worksheet that I can print out that already has the problem written on them, but I didn't do that because of the COVID stuff, so you just do it on your own paper. Okay, just follow along with him and work the problems. The video, I think, what does it say down there, about 17 minutes. It's not super long. We're going to practice on it some more. I'm going to reinforce it. So this isn't, okay, we got to watch him and that's the end of the story. Okay, I'll answer any questions. I'll reinforce it. It's about midway through when he talks about his friend Ben. And that's the really weird thing, but that B-E-N is an acronym that I use also. Now the E that he's going to talk about stands for exponent, not the number E. Don't get confused with the number E we learned yesterday, okay? It'll be E stands for exponent. Okie dokie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are all here. You might want to open your Chromebook for a light because you're probably going to want me to turn the lights out. We can play with it and see what y'all want best. When he gets up there after the blue screen. He's loud and obnoxious, you've been warned.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Let's say
This is
yeah, let's say
bad
nuts.
for the
Yay!
lights on.
Yay!
Leave them on.
You guys rock. Okay. Here we go. You're awesome. Okay. Yeah, let's go like this. Here we go. Wait, 2 to the x equals 8. Okay, 2 to the x equals 8. We're solving now. So, who knows what x is? No?
3.
3? Good. Yeah, that was your next guess, right?
Yeah.
X equals 3. Alright. Because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Alright, now I'm going to tell you how to solve these when they become more complex. The way to solve these when they become more complex is to create what's called the same base number. Right now the base number is 2. Alright? Thank you. I know you're thinking when you do that, but it's an interesting sound. It's like, ooh, time, breaking, never mind. Okay, so 2 to the x, now we're going to create the same base number. The base number we're going to create in this case, I'll tell you, is 2. Alright. So, this side has a base of 2. What would 8 with a base of 2 be rewritten as, exponent form?
2 to the 3rd.
2 to the 3rd. Good. I'm glad I phrased that question properly. 2 to the 3rd. Now, once you create the same bases, it's clear that x is equal to 3. Right? That's the idea. Once you create the same base, the exponents will be the same. Here we also conclude x equals 3. Questions on this on the outset? Okay, so I'm going to give you another problem. Let's erase this one. Let's erase. Okay, focus on one at a time. So we got 2 to the 3x plus 5 equals 128. Okay, so it's not as clear this time. So the solution is create the same base. Any guesses of what that base is going to be? 2. Any questions about that? Yeah.
Why?
I mean, this one already has 2, and when you work with exponents enough, you know that you can create 128 as a power of 2 to the something.
Yeah.
All right, so let's rewrite these. 2 to the what is 128?
14.
14. 2 to the 14?
No.
Put it on your calculator.
6.
6? You sure?
No.
What do we got?
What was the question?
2 to the what is 128? Come on, man, let's be old school. 2 times 2 is what?
4.
Times 2 is?
7.
Okay, 2 it's 8. Now we're at 4. 2 to the 4 is? 16 times 2. 32 times 2. 64 times 2. 128. 7 2s. All right, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of a little elbow grease, they call that. Elbow grease, you gotta work hard. That's good. 2 to the 7. Look. 7. Okay, so 3x plus 5. You can say it loud. 3x plus 5
5
equals
equals
7.
7.
All right, good. Be proud. Are you proud?
Yeah.
Roll with the punches. 3x equals 2.
Wow.
X equals 2 over 3. All right. X equals 2/3. Any questions? All right. Okay, so erasing, coming down.
You know, get that
Next one coming.
The bases are the same, the exponents have to be the same.
I'll put the next one up. 5 to the, I'm glad people are so interested that I hear yawns, that's great.
No, I'm fine.
You're sighing.
joy.
Yawns mean that you're taking in more oxygen, which
Right.
makes our brain work more, so we just want to learn.
Okay, fair enough.
Nice say.
Okay, what's the base?
5.
5, correct. 5 will be the base. So, here it comes. May I? May I? X is 2/3 here.
Mother, may
Okay. So 5 to the n minus 3 equals,
1 over 5.
okay, so let's change it to 1 over 5 squared, right? But that's,
Oh, I see.
all right, 25 is 5 squared. And now can you transform 1 over 5 squared using your rules of exponents?
5 to the negative.
5 to the negative 2, right,
Wow.
right. Negative exponents mean move it to the other side and make it positive exponent. All right, it's a rule for exponents. So, rewrite this. 5 to the negative 2. Here's an aside. 5 to the negative 2 equals 1 over 5 to the positive 2. Right? That's a rule that we've talked about in exponents. So that's applying here.
So n equals 1.
N equals 1. Good call. Yeah. So we can set up the equation. N minus 3 equals negative 2 plus 3 plus 3. N equals 1. Question? Just trying to look over it. The point is to make the same base. And then we set the exponents the same.
Students, will all juniors please
Can I
log
hear a
into
pop?
Google Classroom to vote for class
Want me to do
officers?
it?
Voting will
No,
end tomorrow at 3:30, and officers will be
Good
announced
job.
on the
Okay.
Thank you.
That's good. On demand.
I
That's
can do
cool.
it. Tell me when to do it.
I'll let you know. Okay.
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 Time's up.
All right. Any questions on this?
No.
All right. So you're gonna try one. One more for you. Here. One more.
What's the use?
N equals 1. That was just an aside. That was just an aside. Yeah.
Just to let you know.
That was to let you know. N equals 1.
That's why we write
Okay.
pencil. I'm just kidding.
I'll start this problem over here.
Okay, that's fine.
So here, let's put it back. 5 to n minus 3 equals 1 over 125. Okay, you try this one. 1 over 9 to n equals 81 to n plus 4. Okay, we fix that 8. Want to do it right. Do it up.
You rewrote that.
Okay, so, little different, right? What do you think the base will be?
9 to
9.
the negative n.
Okay, 9 could be the base, or 3 could be the base, but let's do 9. Let's do 9. 9 is more visibly apparent. So, 9, visibly apparent, I know.
It's not.
9, wait, what is 1/9? What is 1/9?
9 to the negative n.
9 to the negative 1. Watch what I mean. Watch what I mean.
Would that be 9 to the negative n?
It will be, it will be. I just want to show the process. Right? So here are 1/9 changed. Here are 1/9 changed. All right, so we're going to do it the next step. We'll fix that up. What would this base be? 9 to the? 9 to the, 9 to the second? 9 squared? So I'm going to write 9 to the 2 n plus 4. All right, so this, sometimes people confuse this. Be really careful. Be really, really careful. So over here, what do you do when you take a power to a power? What do you do with the exponents?
Multiply.
Multiply. Very good.
No.
Good, good. So 9 to the negative n. What do you do here when you take a power to a power? Again?
Multiply.
Multiply. So what is 2 times m plus 4?
2n plus 8.
2m plus 8. 9 to the 2m plus 8, as in 2 times n and 2 times 4 distributing. Very good. Questions on this philosophy? You alright?
So you always keep it within the parentheses?
Well, you multiply 2 times this quantity, and that would necessitate distributive property.
No, I know, but like,
Oh, you don't have to keep them in parentheses. No, I'm just showing. I'm showing how it works.
Okay.
Showing how it works. So now we have the same base, so now we're allowed to set the equation the same. Negative m equals 2n plus 8. Alright, minus 2n. Minus 2n. What's negative n minus 2n?
Negative 3n.
Negative 3n. Equals 8. That was my attempt at American Idol style cheering. Minus 3 divided by m
Equals -8.
negative 8/3.
So
Alrighty?
it doesn't have to be a whole number.
Does not, and usually it won't.
Alright.
Alright. So fancy that. If m was negative 8/3 here and here, these equations would be the same. Okay. Good. Several minutes left to introduce you to my very good friend. I'm gonna erase this guy here. My very good friend, I want you to meet Ben.
Ben.
Alright.
Hi, Ben.
Are you ready to meet Ben?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, remember we started with this example. This was just our example we started with. Now we are going to give letters to each one of these numbers.
B-E-N.
B-E-N. Here we go. Meet Ben.
Exponent.
Here's my friend. His name is Ben.
Hi, Ben. Let's hang out. Call me. Text me.
Ben is too cool.
I am.
You was great.
I'm a square, yeah, okay. So, B is the base. Let's write it over here. Base. E is the what?
Exponent.
Exponent. Very good.
Thanks.
Exponent. Exponent.
Exponent.
Exponent. N is the what?
Number.
Number.
This exponent
Okay.
number.
So, that's the idea. If you can assign 2 to the B, 3 to the E, and 8 to the N. Alright, so now we're going to introduce what are called logarithmic equations, logs for short. Right, here's how it goes. Logs are intended to produce exponents. They're intended to produce exponents, so their answers are E. Their
So
answers
like
are E.
scientific notation.
I'll tell you what I mean. So they produce E. Logs have a base that's over here. Call that B. And you take a log of a number.
So that's the same B-E-N, it's just in a different
So the
order.
same B, E, and N that you see here are the same B, E, and N that you see here. And we're just going to rewrite them in a different way. So, could you write possibly 2 to the 3 equals 8 in log form? Alright, so I'm going to write the word log. Write the word log. So yes, what would this value be?
2.
2. Any questions about this being 2? This is the B. What would this value be?
8.
8. What would the exponent be?
3.
3. So, these two are equivalent. Right? That's the introduction to log form.
What is log?
Log form is, rewrite this with the intent of calculating what the exponent is.
And we're gonna
The
learn to do
exponent
logs
is-
through a calculator and all that kind of stuff.
It's another, yeah, it's a standard logarithmic
This
form.
is very
Okay.
important.
I'll show you some examples.
We'll always have values first, so we can always do the log.
You're gonna be given this, and you can make it into that. Now you're gonna be, at the end of today, you're gonna be given this, and you have to go to that to solve.
Okay.
I'll show you. Write the following. Write the following in log form, please.
What all there?
8 to the 0 equals 1. Write that in log form, that's all. Okay. So, log the base 8 of 1 equals 0. So the way to say this is log base 8 of 1 equals 0. That's how to say it. 8 of 1 equals 0. Okay, yeah, repeat after me is fine. Okay, now you're going to solve logs. All right, we're going to solve log equations. So what if the log problem was log base 2 of 32? So let's look at this closely once you write it down. Log base 2 of 32. What's missing?
The
The
exponent.
exponent.
So you,
Good, good. So,
so you're like
Hold on.
2 to the y equals 32.
got it. You got it. Yeah. So, we're missing the exponent, so the way to solve logs is to write them in exponent form, and we just rewrite. So, 2 is the what? B, E, or N? B. Here it comes. 2. Do we have our E or no? We're looking for it, right? E. Equals
32.
32. All right. Can you solve this intuitively, or we can create the same base like we did a few minutes ago? Same base? When we make it the same base, let's be consistent. 2 to the E equals 2 to the what? 2 to the what's 32? 5. Great. So E is what?
5.
All right. That's it. If I asked you to solve this equation, the answer would be 5. Right? One more and then we're done.
What does log stand for?
Logarithm.
What's logarithm stand?
Logarithm is a type of function that produces exponents. Right? Produces E. You run it into this log machine, this fancy doodad, and then out comes the receipt and it's an exponent.
Is there a way to do it on that?
Of course, yeah, log of x.
Oh, okay, you're showing me.
Log, there is a log line on your calculator. Check it out. Okay, solve this one more for me.
1 second.
What?
Karen,
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
log base 2 of 1 over 16. Try that one. So the last one we did.
Will you show me this?
I'll show you that. Again, we're missing E. So, wait, try it out. Yeah. We're missing E. So, yeah, you want to say it now? 2 to the E equals 1 over 16. Again, create the same base. Create the same base. What's that base going to be?
Negative.
Yeah, the base will be 2. The base will
To
be
the
2.
negative 4.
2 to the negative 4. Very good. 2 to the negative 4. Why? Because 1 over 16 is 1 over 2 to the 4.
Okay.
And 2 to the 1 over 2 to the 4 is 2 to the negative 4. This is going away. 2 to the E equals 2 to the negative 4. And now what's our
16.
No.
see the E?
Yeah.
The way I like to think of it, like slang, it's kind of like a fun little game. 2 to the this equals 2 to the that. So this equals that. That's the way I thought of it. So you see how E's have to be the same. Circling. These have to be the same for the equation to work. So E equals 4, and we're done.
4 or negative?
Negative 4, thank you. That's called keeping me honest. E equals negative 4. Negative 4. Questions? Comments? Concerns? Okay. Thank you, that was great. That was a lot of fun. Thank you. Okay, you can cut it.
You know
Cut
what?
it. Cut it.
We don't wanna do another one.
Grammarly helps make
Okay, so what we're gonna see, and I'm gonna give you some of these to practice on tomorrow, but like I said, we're not leaving it, I'm gonna help you with it, but what we're gonna see is you will be given 1 or 2 forms. You'll either be given exponential form, which would be the bin form, b to the e equals n, and you rewrite it in log form to solve, or you'll be given log form, and it'll be log form because it'll have the word log in it, so hard to tell, right? You'll be given log form, and you rewrite it in bin form to solve. And so those work back and forth. Now, what you're gonna notice, and we'll talk about this, the log button on the far left side of your calculator only works if it's log base 10. And he didn't do any log base 10s. Usually in math, understood is understood 1, with logs understood is understood 10. So, but there's a secret way somebody taught me several years ago of where you can change the log base in the calculator, and I'll show you that too. That's gonna make your life way easy when we get there. Okay? Completely confusing, cause it was new, but it wasn't hard, was it? So we'll stay with this for a few days. I'm gonna let you practice on some easy ones tomorrow. Everybody good?
Yep.
Alright.
I think it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.